Alrighty, we've got some card randomization that needs to happen between some championship clashes cards as well as the fight cards that need to take place. How it's going to work, we've got two sets of cards on these championship clashes. Fighter on the left will be 1, fighter on the right will be 2. Hughes would be 1, which is Matt Hughes. St. Pierre would be 2. And then for the fight cards, the fighter that's on top will be 1, bottom would be 2. We randomize the list 5 times. Whoever's on top after the 5th time will take the card. So let's over here to scene 2. The first one will do the Hughes versus St. Pierre. I'll randomize 5 times. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Last and final time is 5. So John Hughes would take that first one. Hughes belongs to Derwin. Liddell versus Couture. 5 times again on this one as well. I can get that list here going. Liddell's 1, Couture is 2. 5 times on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it would go to Liddell, which is Derwin. Just gonna make a track of that. Jackson versus Griffin. Jackson is 1, Griffin will be 2. Right back here to scene 2. Jackson 1, Griffin 2. 5 times on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is headed to Forrest Griffin, which is Desiree. Desiree, you'll take home the Griffin. Yeah, Barry, it'll be up as soon as this is done. We have a Johnson versus Cormier. Johnson versus Cormier. Johnson will be 1. Cormier will be 2. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That'll be headed to Cormier. Cormier will take that. That is Desiree. Next we have Penn versus Sanchez. Penn will be 1. Sanchez will be 2. 5 times in on this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We headed out to BJ Penn. Penn, that's Derwin. Up next, Cruz versus Faber. Cruz is 1, Faber is 2. Cruz is 1, Faber is 2. 5 times in on this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It'll go to Faber. Faber, that is Diego. Congrats on that one, Diego. Up next is Aldo versus Mendez. Aldo will be 1, Mendez will be 2. Five times on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's going to Jose Aldo. Aldo is Desiree. Congrats on that one, Desiree. Diaz versus Condit. Diaz is 1, Condit is 2. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It'll go to Diaz. Diaz, that is Derwin. Alrighty, and now for the fight cards. The fighter on top is 1, fighter on bottom is 2. So Jones will be 1, Simon will be 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That'll be headed to John Jones. Jones, that's Derwin. Up next we have Joe Lozon versus Jeremy Stevens. Lozon versus Stevens. Lozon will be 1. Stevens will be 2. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It'll go to Joe Lozon. Lozon, that is Derwin. We have this Johnson versus Carrizo. Johnson versus Carrizo. Johnson is 1, Carrizo is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Johnson will take that one. Johnson, that is Derwin as well. John Jones versus Gustafson. Jones will be 1. Gustafson will be 2. Only a couple more times where you have to hear me say this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Goes to Jones. Jones, that's Derwin. Sylvia. Anderson Silva versus Chris Weidman. Silva is 1 in this case. Weidman is 2. 5 times it on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It will indeed go to Anderson Silva. Silva, that's Desiree S. And the last card that concludes the break is Aldo versus Mendez. Aldo versus Mendez. Aldo will be 1 and Mendez will be 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It will stay with Jose Aldo. Desiree, you'll be taking that one home. That concludes the break, guys. Appreciate you guys breaking with us. Hope to see you guys again soon. Peace.